All right, man. We are live. What's going on, buddy?
Everything's good, man. I'm just living life. Things are feeling happy, honestly, in life right now.
Good, man. Good, man. How was work today, dude?
Work was good.
Yeah.
I love coffee, so I can't ever complain. I get to do something for fun, like for 5-6 hours, just talk to people and make latte art. So that's a lot of fun, to be honest.
What like when you what is your like your mindset when you come to a day like you had today? Like are you in like an operational mode? Are you in a creative mode? Like what are you in a little bit of both? Like how do you bring yourself to your situation? Because I know it's like your job, but you love it too. So there's probably different like strings you got to pull on, right?
I feel like I have like this curiosity hat that I put on. I just feel like I'm just like, you know, with like corporate work and stuff like that, it's like we just go through like the motions. Sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, I got to like these projects to do, or like I got to get this done because I got to be my boss like in half an hour. But like, I don't know, when you go to like something where you're passionate about, like for me, coffee is one of those things.
Yeah.
It's like I have like no worry. It's just kind of like I walk into something and I'm like, man, like I can just like ask questions without like thinking, oh, what's my boss gonna say? Yo, what's my coworker gonna say? It's like I can just be free. I feel free.
You feel at home, right?
I feel at home. Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, man. And like, has it always been coffee? Like, did you?
No.
That's a recent pickup for you?
Recent, yeah, I'd say in the last like probably 3-4 years, I actually was like, oh, like why do I like? Because I think coffee is what brings people together.
Yeah.
And I think that's what, and I think we've talked about this before, like sitting down and enjoying company of another person and like being in that field, right? Like I'm making the coffee for someone. I also get to witness people and relationships happening all around me. Like I'm just sitting there sometimes watching like, wow, this group is studying.
Yeah.
This husband and wife are like playing with their child at the table. It's like, I love that, like those interactions. And I think that's what really, it's like, it's what it brings together. And I think that's the same thing with like food too.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I 100% agree with that. Like, I mean, the 2 times recently we've connected has been over coffee, right? Yeah. So that's something we definitely both enjoy together. Yeah. And I think for me, it's a recent development too. Like I never really understood like what coffee was all about. I thought it was just like, oh, that's for adults, that's for grown-ups, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then once you get kind of away from the nightlife, right, being the main activity like that you do with your friends, like when you're doing like, you know, sober activities, coffee is a main component of that, right? And just sitting down, opening up, chatting, and being a little vulnerable over coffee in a way that you might not be able to do in other settings, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Coffee for me brings a sense of like safety in the morning, I guess, right? It like grounds me, and it's one of those things. Maybe I think a little bit of it is like a heuristic. It's something like, you know, in the morning you go to the coffee machine and you know like your day is about to get started. Yeah. But then like I associate it with like an hour of peace in the morning where like nobody's up. I'm like kind of by myself. I'm letting the sun rise, and I feel like without the coffee, that it's incomplete, right? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, do you have like a morning coffee routine?
Dude, the ironic thing is like I don't even drink coffee every day. I'll be honest. Like I don't like. It's funny. It's funny. Yeah. It's because like I enjoy the taste of coffee and like the notes and like all the things that components of it that like I don't need the caffeine. It's more like I need to try like what am I gonna taste when I try coffee now? You know, because I've like kind of like researched and like done all this in-depth like things about it. You go to coffee festivals, you learn all this stuff, and you're like, okay, now I want to experience that. So like, I feel like that's when I'm like, oh, like I'm down, or like, yo, I want to like just relax or something. I think that's when I go to a coffee place because I'm like, I want to explore and like see, okay, what else is out there. Yeah,
there's something interesting about like, you know, I think people who are in crafts, right, like this, or food service or whatever it might be, is like, I hear it a lot where they don't like kind of dabble in the thing that's like their bread and butter, right? Like you don't drink a lot of coffee. Like, dude, I take photos and stuff like that, or I'm a podcaster. Mm-hmm. I listen to 0 other podcasts. You know what I mean? I don't listen to any podcasts, and I like should, right? Yeah. But I never do. And I don't know why that is. I don't know what it is about that. So, you know, I'm with you on that, dude. Sometimes it's just, you know, maybe, I don't know. It's like a weird thing.
I was going to actually bring up, I was thinking about it. So, I guess whoever listens to this. Yeah. So we were actually supposed to do a podcast like 2 months ago. Like,
yeah, we were actually, right?
And it didn't happen. And like, I was thinking today, like while I was driving here, I was like, wow, there's actually a reason that maybe it happened today. And like, obviously, I was going through like hardship in my like personal life, things like that. And like so many things got resolved in the last month that I'm so grateful for, that I was like, man, I was going to go to that podcast with you in like a really like,
like
different
shaky
state. And like, it's crazy that like now that I'm doing this thing with you, I'm like, dude, I'm in a much like happier and like better place. And it's like, it's just crazy how the world, works. Yeah.
Dude.
It's just like,
everything happens for a reason, right? Maybe it was just not meant to be that day. It just didn't happen. And we're like, all right, at least we didn't like hop off the rails, right? At least we like kept it on, kept it as a future kind of thing we wanted to do, and meet up for coffee and run it back. I totally hear you, man. I totally hear you. But I'm glad you're in a better headspace, man. That feels good.
Yeah. We've had this like ongoing talk. I think something that me and you connect on is like the black sheep theory.
There we go.
I feel like recently I went through it again, like with my parents. So like for me, like the religion is a big thing, right? Like it's important to me, values, and obviously like there's confliction in my family. So like that's something that you've dealt with in your past, and like I'm like, man, like it's like when you go through things on yourself. Like, so recently I was gonna tell you actually. So I recently moved out.
You moved out?
Yeah. Oh, so I actually just got a place in the city.
Let's go.
So so it's like now that I'm like living by myself, like experiencing like life in a different realm and like overcoming like a challenge and stuff like that, like your outlook on life is like so different. It's like I'm like so critical, and then also like, oh wow, like there's so much in life. Instead of wasting time on the things that like pull your energy, like the bad energy, it's like,
oh yeah,
why do I want to be around that? It's like, it's better to be in just a better space for yourself. And like, that's all that matters.
Yeah, man. That's huge, dude. Well, congratulations. First of all, that's amazing, dude. But it seems like you're sitting with yourself a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like you're liking what you're finding out about yourself, which is great, right? And like, it's almost like you're like, man, why did it take it's so simple now, right? It's like, it's so simple. Just like kind of get in your own space, right? And like, start living your own life. It feels simple, right?
Yeah.
But in the moment, it's not. It feels like there's no way out, right? There's no light at the end of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy that you're finding it, because a lot of people don't ever do what you're doing, right? They never do it. And you realize, dude, it's just like, you're not going to die. Nothing bad is going to happen. You're just going to like be on your own a little bit.
Yeah.
You're going to be your own like kind of best friend. You're gonna have to bring yourself up when nobody's around, kind of thing, And I think that can be scary. I don't know if you find it scary. It is definitely a little scary, but a lot of people don't even care to go there.
I know. I think 4 or 5 years ago, I knew that I was a black sheep, but like I would never say it out loud. It kind of be like in the back of my head of like, you know what? Like I'm different than my family. Like it's okay. Like I just like tell myself like it's okay. I'm a black sheep. But like recently, like I was able to like say it in front of my parents, and be like, it's okay, I'm different. Like, I'm not following the traditional path. Like, my sister's doing blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm different. And like, are you guys ashamed of me? Like, I'm a black sheep. Like, I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. Yeah. I'm different. Like, your son is someone that's different than what other, we don't follow the normal like trajectory. And like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So it's either you're okay with it or you're not. Like, and that 100%. And I think that was hard to say.
Yeah.
But I was able to say it without even blinking. So like, I don't know. I mean, there's some truth to the fact that like, yo, when you're feeling something and you're able to say it, it's like, you feel so liberated.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's this grand sense of liberation that you're talking about right now too. And then like a lot of times when I boil that back down, it's like, if I'm somewhere else, right, and someone is not, aligned with me, it's like now I can just go home. Yeah. Right. Or like, I can go back to my place, to my safe space. And like maybe before you didn't have a safe space, right? Like your safe space was around like the people who were maybe like the ones who were antagonizing you, maybe. Right.
Yeah.
And so it's now it's like at base level, you can just be like, fuck it, dude. I'm just going to go back to my house, turn the lights off. You know what I mean? Just like, like stay in for a little bit and I'll recharge, and then through that, that you build that strength up to be like, dude, you know what? It's okay. We just don't align, and we can leave it there. We can, decide to move forward. We can, cut it off here, so on and so forth, right? You kind of operate with a little bit more control and objectivity versus like having emotional, like, emotions moving everything that you do, right? I don't know if you feel that way. Like I definitely felt that way, where I was like, I'm kind of taking emotion out of it. I'm just going to like treat you as like an objective person in my life. do I want to be around you or do I not want to be around you?
Yeah.
Right. And then that makes it all simple, you know, because you have that independence now, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about that?
I think I'm also like deep down, I'm just gonna admit it, like I am like an emotional guy. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, of course I have like connection with my family. Like
Right.
I think my parents and my like siblings, I mean, they've been there through me through the rough times. They never like turned their back on me. So like I also value them for that. It's just we just like I need to come to that term where it's like, okay, we have to just agree to disagree.
Yeah.
And like that has to be good enough, you know? And like if you can look at me outside of that realm, like we don't have to agree on this thing, but like then I'm gonna have like a relationship for the rest of my life. Like
Yeah.
that's what I want. I'm not someone that's like I want you completely exiled out of my life. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's not
just
that
like
hard.
it's just
Yeah.
not it's just like it's not in me because like I think it would really like hold a weight and it would probably bother me a lot more because
Yeah.
I know it's not easy to do, but yeah, I've definitely thought about it.
No. Like, you know, finding the, yeah. And I would never encourage anyone to do that, honestly. I'm more so what I was saying was like, you know, at the end of the day, like you know, like you said, you had like a nice, like direct conversation with your parents, right? And like I'm proud of you for that one, but also it's something you can do because like you've gained some confidence, right? You've gained some confidence in that realm.
Yeah.
And then like I said, at the same time, it's like at the end of the day, like if your, you know, parents, relatives, people might drain you. And then like, you know, at least now, like my point was at least you have a little safe spot, right? You have a spot for you now, where, you know, because at least if only if it's just four walls, right? That's your four walls. That's like what you do. That's where you are, like, you know, that's your domain, which is, it's nice, you know, it's just a nice thing.
It is. Yeah, it helps you be who you want to be.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, sometimes you feel like you're hiding, right? Even, I mean, like, let's just be honest. Like, it doesn't have to be your parents. It can be, like, your closest friends, your spouse, sometimes even your kids. You're just, like, you're trying to pretend to be a little bit, you know, look a little bit nicer for whoever it is, but it's, like, maybe that's not who you are. So it's, like, you kind of, I mean, even guys have like man caves, right, in their own house because it's like, yo, I need to like escape. I need my own like
you know, detachment. For sure. Do you feel like you know, now that you're in your own place, do you feel like the decisions that you make, right? So I know like you kind of wrestle with some of the decisions like that you've made in life, you know, with your family and your parents and stuff. How do you feel about the decisions you make now, like that you're on your own?
I feel like I can live with them.
Yeah,
because
right?
I'm like, even if it was me that decided that, like, honestly, yesterday I went to Crate and Barrel and I was like, I need to get stuff for and I was like, even if I don't like this, like, I have no one to blame. You know, it's like my mom didn't buy this, like, I bought it. So I'm like, even that, I'm like, it's okay, I can live with it now because like I love the autonomy of control.
Yeah.
We all deep down, we're not like power hungry or anything like that, but we do like being autonomous. Like we want to have control over our lives.
Yeah, to some extent, right?
To some extent, yeah.
Yeah. And like, and no, that was my point, is like, you know, the decisions that you make, like they might, how do I put it? They might not all be like the best decisions, but like they're in line with you, right? Like you don't feel bad for making those decisions because like you're like, dude, I always knew I was making the right decisions for me. You know, they just might not have been the right decisions for other people. But now that I'm by myself, no matter what I do, like I said, even if I like take an L, like I own that L. That was my L. You know what I mean? And I'll learn from that and I'll get better from it, right? It's not end of the world kind of thing. And I feel like that's like one thing that maybe a lot of people don't give themselves grace on, right? Because like there's so many influences like from everyone else to do certain things and be a certain way. And it's like, dude, just go through life with a decent moral set. You're going to do some weird stuff here and there, you know what I mean? But you'll be fine. You know, it'll be okay. And you know, we're all just trying to figure it out nonetheless at the end of the day, right? Some people think they know what's up. And I would always watch out for those people, you know what I mean? Because it's like, you don't really know what's going on, right? Like we're all trying to figure it out here.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But tell me about golf, dude.
Golf?
Yeah, tell me about that, man. What are you working on?
What am I working on in golf?
Yeah.
I mean, I just usually go to the range just to de-stress, to be honest. I mean, I'm not like, that's what we need to do. We need to go hit a golf range, honestly.
Go smack a few around, dude.
Yeah, not even a golf range. I've never done a course, so like...
I forget about that all the time, man.
Yeah, that's like a goal this year, so we're going to have to get on the course.
Yeah, but you said you were a caddy, right?
I was.
Yeah,
I was a caddy,
that's crazy, because like they would never like they would never like gift you a round or something, like go
No.
play.
Actually, the course was open one day a week for us to go, but when we were off from work, we're like, we don't want to go golf.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to work.
I play basketball, so I'm like, I'm going to go play basketball in my time.
That's right, dude. No, yeah, man, we'll get out there for sure, dude. Like if you're down, we'll go all the time, dude. I'm just like always gunning with the boys and whatnot. So we'll get out there. But no, I was just wondering because like we're so I think it's my like third season playing golf now, and so like I'm fortunate where like the guys I golf with, we all kind of got into it like right around the same time. Like we were hooping, and then we like kind of just like switched over.
Yeah.
And so like the first year we were all just kind of happy to be out, like playing golf together, hitting some balls, right? Yeah. And it was like kind of shitty golf, but it was okay, right? And then last year was kind of better, right? We are getting a little bit better, kind of making scores, like scores that we could write down on a score sheet. And we don't really keep score unless we like scramble together. So I'm not like really gunning to like keep a score. Yeah. But this year it's like, all right, you can see like in the group chat, everyone's like kind of like a little bit more intense about it. And like
fantasy football type vibes.
And I'm just sitting there like, I don't want to be the one who's like not working. And then I get on the course and they're all like, you know, grinding.
So you gotta get your reps in.
I gotta get my reps in. So that's why I'm like, I'm trying to see if anyone's like working on things, you know what I mean? What they're doing and whatnot.
I mean, I'm working on basketball all the time. I told you I play 3 times a week.
You're still hooping, huh?
Yeah.
Hooping with Danny?
Danny, dude. That's funny. I played with him on Wednesday.
Did you?
Week. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm gonna bring you up next time.
Let him know. He came over like last weekend. Him and Kim and Karen came over last week. Yeah. Alyssa and Danny are like good friends. They're like buddies.
Oh my
dude.
God, that's so funny.
Small world,
me and Danny play on Wednesdays. That's so funny.
Yeah. He's a goofball, man.
He is. No, he's a good guy.
Yeah. So it's fun. It's fun to group sports, right? Like group activities, like boys got to play, man, dude. I'll pick up anything. It's like if the guys want to do it, mainly just so we get together and like don't just sit around and watch TV, dude. Yeah.
No, this is what it's really about.
This is what it's about, man.
Yeah, man. But I did pick up boxing. That's been
yeah.
So I've been boxing for like 6-7 months now.
Let's go, dude. Where are you going?
I go once a week. I mean, my friend, he actually that guy, Manishwar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he has out of his house. We do it at his house.
Oh, you guys go box over there? Nice.
So they're like fighters. Like they used to do training and stuff and like back in the day.
Let's go, dude.
So they kind of like coach us, to be honest.
Let's go, dude. Yeah. I try to go to boxing once a week too, man. Like I'll like, at my gym.
Oh yeah.
Hit the bag, man. It's a good little like de-stressor, man.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like some guy stuff, dude. You know?
True.
The dude at my gym, it's like this Asian guy named Jesse. He's like a I guess like a semi-pro fighter or something like that. And so like in this room, like you should come with me to one of these classes. So there's like it's like a boxing room, right? There's like 12 bags on each side, and then the gloves are there. You just gotta bring your wraps. And like the music's really good, and they simulate a fight every time on the thing. So you're kind of like,
that's cool.
There's like some background, like it's like Tyson versus this person. And you're like, all right, dude, and like let's fucking get it, you know?
Yeah.
That's good, man. How's balling, dude? You been balling with the same guys like from when we played back in the day?
Yeah. No, I mean some of them more or less. Some of those guys still play, and then I've just been added to so many like newer groups now too. So
yeah, dude, that's fun. Sick. How's the Takat stuff going, man?
Takat is good too, man. Yeah, we just
Did you go out to New York recently, like for that?
I'm going. Actually.
Oh, you're still. It hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet. Yeah, next month. But we did do like a annual gala, like a chapter gala.
Nice.
That was like last month, and that brought in like over like 10,000. So it was like without zero cost. So that was really nice.
Nice, man. And like, where does that go?
So the funds go to. We have sites in Karachi, Pakistan.
Nice.
And then Sierra Leone.
Okay.
It helps build like medical clinics, education for kids, like kids that need laptops or books or things like that. Also like food banks.
Nice.
So like rice, routines, things like that. So yeah, it goes towards a good cause. That's
nice, man. Good. I mean, it's good to give back, dude. I think it's important that we work that in to like our routines. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been trying to go to feed my starving children like once a month.
Nice.
It's nice, dude. You know,
that's dope.
But yeah, it's sometimes hard to know like where to go volunteer. Sometimes, just like where the right place to put your energy is in. We went to this food pantry, and it was kind of cool. It was in I don't know if it was Schaumburg, but anyway, it was nice because they simulate like a shopping experience.
Oh, okay.
So that way, like the folks don't feel like
they're underprivileged,
right?
Okay.
And so I was like, this is kind of cool. Like they don't, they can get a shopping cart, put stuff in, but they don't pay for anything. They just like walk out with it. And so I was like, that feels really nice too, right? Because like all I did was like organize food on the shelves and stuff like that. And people need food, man. It's tough when people don't have food.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always encourage people. I don't know if you feel the same way. I mean, you're more involved, but like sometimes people who like they like lacking some direction. I'll tell them to volunteer. I'm like, go volunteer, man, because you'll definitely find some purpose in there, or at least feel like, all right, my life's halfway decent when you volunteer, right?
Yeah,
Dude, I don't know about it, but other than that, man, you guys any what do you call it, any other events for Thagat coming up?
Oh, we usually have our basketball tournament in October, but
Nice.
no, outside of that, I mean, maybe some small event that we'll have maybe in the upcoming, but it hasn't been planned yet. So
Got you.
I'm gonna be going to the New York and then maybe like California. We have a chapter in California.
Nice,
UCLA,
nice.
So maybe over there.
Let's go, dude. You've been reading anything good?
Actually, that book that I recommended you, The Go Giver.
Yeah.
They have a marriage version of that. So
Okay.
I've been actually reading that a little bit, and then also The Alchemist.
Yeah, nice.
I haven't actually finished The Alchemist, so that's on my list right now.
Got you.
What I need to finish.
Got you. Yeah, I there's this book. So I've read The Go Giver, and there's this other book, like that called like 25 like mindful relationship habits.
Wait. So you read The Go Giver?
I read it. I've read it. Yeah.
Wait, but did you read it after I told you about it?
No, I read it before.
Oh, you
I'd read
did?
it before. Yeah.
Oh,
I've
that's
already
good
read
to
it.
know.
Yeah. It was a good book, man. I don't remember too much from it, but I read it in grad school.
No way.
Yeah, in like some entrepreneur kind of class
So
like
fun,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude. That's nice. But The Alchemist is a good one too.
It is.
I think that's a good one. A lot of mental reframe in there as well, right? Like I like when they make these books like stories. A lot sometimes like the theory is like very like you get lost in it, But if you read a story, I feel like you can always take something away from it,
That's why I liked The Go Giver, because it was following this guy that's like trying to like become a salesman.
Yeah, exactly.
I liked that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What do you feel like? What do you feel like you're learning from The Alchemist right now? I mean, unless you haven't picked it up in a while.
Just the main thing from so far what I've read is just it actually resonates with like this whole black sheep theory that like, hey, we're veering off from the straight path, right? Like this kid was supposed to like be a shepherd's kid, right? Like back in his hometown, and he's going out and venturing into the world, and it's like I just feel like I'm to a certain degree like if you're a little bit rebellious, like not following the straight path, you're gonna resonate with that type of book.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like it's okay to be that. I think that's like the main thing that I'm like, yeah, there's other like themes in the book, but like I'm like, it's okay to be different.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's what I'm going through in my life right now, and I'm like, you know what? That's me. To be honest, and that's okay.
Yeah, and it's good to like he learns from like what there's like there's like an old man on the bench, right? He's like having this conversation with this guy, like coming back to that bench all the time, and it's just interesting, because I feel like if he didn't veer from the path, he would have never met this person who like changed his life, right? And that's like a golden nugget right there in and of itself, and like just like him, he worked at those different shops along the way. Like, you hear stories like that about people who are just kind of like nomadic, and I don't know if you've read Into the Wild, but he's kind of like that too, this guy, and just picks up odd jobs. But you learn so much. Yeah. You learn so much about like different life stories, different timelines, and it all becomes less daunting, right? Yeah. Like just like being a doctor, an engineer, that's not everything. Dude, it's like we can do a lot of different things in this world, which is nice.
I'm sure me and you have talked about that, like even when we work together, like about how like everyone follows the traditional path, especially in our culture.
100%.
And we got, I don't know, like, don't you? I feel like we as, let's just say we're not in that group. Like you get tired hearing about it. To be honest, it gets so annoying to the point where you're like, I am so happy I'm not in that bucket. To be honest,
dude. I mean, that's the thing, and I mean that's a good like little segue conversation. Is like how do I put it? How like when I was saying like when you live by yourself now, like you're okay with your thoughts, right? And like also a part of that is like, do you realize like what problems like weren't actually problems? Right? And they were just things that were just like because you were in that atmosphere.
Someone's just saying something. Yeah. And it's just,
like I'll give a prime example. So I talk to a lot of people who are still in like religious communities, right? And nothing against them, right? They're obviously in place for a reason, right? So no matter what it is, Hindu, Christian, right, whatever it might be, like Muslim, whatever it is, there's always like somebody who is telling you what to do, who doesn't have any business telling you what to do, right? But like people follow whoever this person, right? There's like, it's whether old people telling younger people what to do. And like prime example, like I was at like this thing, at a church, right? And my nephew was there. Okay. And he runs around. He's like 5 years old, right? Yeah. He runs around. Yeah. And so, we're running around, I'm running around with him, and some uncle says like, "Hey, don't do that."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I go, what the fuck? Like, excuse me? Like, I was just like, but like, it seemed like all the other people around were like okay with him doing that, right?
Yeah.
And then so I look at my nephew and I look at him, I go, it's actually okay what you're doing. Like, to my nephew, it's okay what you're doing, but you have to realize like other people are being quiet.
Yeah.
So if you want to be loud, if you want to like make noise, then maybe we go outside, right? So I was like, and I like looked at him, I was like, right? I was like, don't fucking yell at my nephew, right? Yeah. And like, also, like if you have something to say, don't just rattle something off, like be kind and respectful, right? You know what I'm trying to say? So like I checked him on that. Whereas like, that's not something that is like done in that type of setting. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, you usually just like kind of submit to that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, outside of this, right? We're two human beings. We're two adults. Mm-hmm. So you don't speak to me like in a way that is not respectful, because I'm not disrespecting you right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like that type of shit is like the stuff when like I hear like sometimes people talk to me about from like their scenarios. I'm like, dude, I don't even get that anymore, because I'm like so far removed. Because if someone spoke to me that way, like it's not like I'm gonna fight you. I'm just like not gonna accept that. Does that make sense? Like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, do you feel that way? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, honestly, I was talking to one of my best friends about this recently, because me and my mom got into altercation like recently, and like I just chose, sometimes you choose the easier path. I'm just gonna like not talk to her.
Yeah, sure.
And like then she gets irritated, and then now she'll call my dad to call me, which my dad never calls me. My dad does not call me. So I'm like, I already know where the message is coming from.
Yeah.
Why are we playing this game? Like, what's the, like all these like these dramatic games, and like, oh, I'm going to like hit the pen when I come home so that everyone knows I'm mad. It's like, what's the point of wasting like energy like that? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, I don't have time for nonsense. I'm like, honestly, if we have something to say, let's sit down like grown adults and let's talk. Like, there's no need to be like, I feel like sometimes we're the older people.
Right.
This whole elder concept is also like, yeah, culturally, like we're raised to think that, oh, you have to always respect the elders. But I'm like, to be honest, my mom is great, but like there's certain things I've told my mom, like as a family, we've had an intervention and told her like, hey, you know what? There's things you need to work on.
Yeah.
She will never accept it, but like, hey, you can learn from younger people too, man. Like,
yeah. 100%.
I feel like if you're not open-minded, you're never going to like grow in this world.
100%, bro. I could not resonate with that more.
That's opposite of what our culture says.
Yeah. And I think like the first thing you mentioned was like parentifying your children, right? Like your children have to take care of you as a parent, and that's like their responsibility as kids to you, even though they didn't ask to be born. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like you just like had this kid, now they have to do everything for you. It's like what kind of like what kind of life is that, right? So anyway, it's all good. But like, secondarily to your point is like I think when you stop your curiosity in life is like kind of where you like, it's like you should look at yourself and be like, what are you doing? You know, it's like when you stop wanting to learn, like you said, when you stop wanting to evolve, I'm just like, what are you doing with your time now on this planet? Right? Because like there's so much to learn. You could never learn it all. And you should just like always try, right? It keeps you young. It keeps your mind active.
Yeah.
And like I've learned some of the best things in this life from people who are much younger than me, and like you learn to love unconditionally by loving people that are younger than you, right? Because they're less experienced, they don't have the knowledge and things like that. And it's kind of disappointing when like, I don't know, for me is like when my parents were like, all right, like we got you to a certain point and now it's like we're done, and you're like, come on, like we can grow together. I feel like I'm just getting started, and that just feels disappointing. Yeah. But then you just realize like, you can't really, you can only do so much, right? Yeah. You can lead a horse to the water kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Even the thing you were saying, like about the submitting, like if you end up being one of these people that submits, right? Like, oh, I'm just going to follow what they say, or this leader, or this like my family, or this and that, you're never going to grow. Like realistically, like you're choosing your own fate at that point, because there's always a choice, right?
It always a choice, dude. I'm kudos to you for sharing, dude. I know it's like kind of itself, yeah.
Yeah. But you know that concept of like everyone doesn't actually truly believe that. The fact that there's always a choice. Like I feel like I've said this.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I've broke a big barrier, right, in my life to like make a decision, right? I'm gonna go against my family and whatever, like in one aspect of my life. But like for me, it's easier to say that and say like, hey, like there's always a choice because I've done it.
Yeah.
But to a lot of people, like when I say something like that, they'll literally look at me like sideways and be like, no, you don't get it. There's not like, I can't. like they don't truly believe there's always a choice.
Right.
And that's actually hard. Like that breakthrough, it doesn't come through with everyone, and they'll live the rest of their life miserable in whatever that issue is, because they just don't want to like face it.
Oh yeah, dude. That's true, and it's never like a real life or death situation, right? It's never like someone has a gun to your head and you're like, make a choice. Nope. It's always like something that you're like, now for us, we're like, that's a pretty straightforward choice, right? But you're just like making, but the choice that maybe the right one is not even on the table for you, right? It's like it's not even in your mind to think that this choice is there, right? And usually that choice for me, what I find is saying no.
Yeah.
Right. It's usually the choice to say no. It's just not in someone's like repertoire of things to say, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, this auntie just keeps asking me to go to her house. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I'm tired. I'd had a long week.
Yeah.
Just say no.
Yeah.
But that's not an option. that's not even there, right? And you're just like,
yep.
Well, I don't know, man. We gotta broaden our scope a little bit, right? We're so narrow minded. Just be like, appease, obey is easier, but like it's just like that same thing. Like cheap is more expensive in the long run, right? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like if you don't put in the effort now to have tough conversations, like in the long run, it's only going to get worse, right? So, I mean, sometimes you got to rip the Band-Aid off, right? Like you and I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think some people, I mean, that's something that our generation, I hope, like, is slowly breaking that barrier, right? And I'm sure there's still people that they are very traditional and they like still follow like exactly the way like they were brought up and stuff, but I feel like we're slowly getting to that part where, like, we're breaking a little bit barriers. I mean, we're going against our parents a little bit more, or like our family, our customs, our traditions, and I'm not even talking like religious. I'm just saying like society as a general, like,
culture,
right, in general. Like I feel like we're doing a little bit more than our parents did.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely think. I mean, I'm sure you have friends that are parents, right?
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like my friends, my Indian friends who have kids, are pretty good parents. Mm-hmm. You know, they seem to have good patience and not place a lot of expectations on their kids. I mean, their kids are still really young, but they seem to be providing the kids like what they need to grow, right? Like love, support, you know, just like an open mind and things of that sort. So I already feel like there's some rectification being done with the new generation. I don't know if you feel that way.
I do. I actually, just as you were saying that, I was thinking of, I played basketball like from like second grade all the way up to like eighth grade. I mean, sorry, like high school. I can't remember one time my parents came to my game, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Bummer,
I was like,
man. I'm sorry, dude.
No, I mean, and part of it was like they were working, but even after work, they're like, it just, like to them, it was like basketball wasn't important. It was just like, you're just going, you know?
Sure.
It's like they don't realize that it's important to me enough to come. But like now I see my friends and like their kids are involved in sports. I'm like, they're going and like, it's not even, it's like the opposite of what our parents were, you know? It's kind of like, it's 100% I have to go. I can't miss any game. You know? It's like you're so involved. And I'm like, that's what I wish I had, you know, growing up. So I'm like, maybe our generation's like that because in that one aspect, I mean, if I felt it, I'm sure other kids did too, right? Like, I mean, none of my friends, none of their parents came either. So maybe that's part of it, to be honest. What we never want to be that, right? Certain things that
yeah, dude. I mean, I totally hear that. I like that. I like that people are, it's more like, hey, dude, I chose to have this kid, right? And now I have to support it. I have to do what it needs for me, right? And part of that is being there at moments. Like, even if like there's things that, oh, I think this is like a silly little thing they do, but I want to support you in that, right? Just like, you know, like if you were to do something like new, obviously you have the confidence to start new things. But what if you had a buddy there with you, right? It would just be like, all right, you know, this is like a friend thing we're doing. This is a fun thing we're doing. Just like when your kid wants to go do something that like you might like, not like, you go with them so they feel more comfortable doing it, right? That's like the care and the nurture that maybe our parents' generation wasn't like ready for, you know. And that's, you know, there's a fine balance. I don't know if you find it, between giving grace, but also being like, you know, for example, like my uncle, who's in the same like kind of cohort as my mom, right? It's like they have a totally different approach, right? Like my uncle's a great dad, you know. He's always there. He's always there. Present guy. Just like fun guy. He fucking climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. He's a big active guy, right? Setting example, right? He's like he leads by example. But I'm like, you became a polished dude. You know what I'm saying? You became a guy who like loves like everything, loves the kids, right? You worked on yourself. Yeah. So then I think back, it's like, okay, I can give my like other people grace who maybe aren't as good in that same age group. Maybe they, you know, had rough upbringing, didn't have the support, right? But like, then I'm like, look at us though, right? Like we maybe didn't have everything, right? But we still are like rose above it. We chose, right, to like be better.
Yeah.
So like I feel like at the same time, upbringing aside, you choose your destiny to some extent, right?
Yeah.
You choose the way you be to your kids. You choose the way you carry yourself in this world, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you feel about that?
No, yeah. I mean, it goes back to the whole thing of like you have a choice,
right?
You know, and it's like we always want to deny it in our hearts, like what we think it is. You know, we think that everyone knows better for us because that's the way we were like taught.
Yeah.
And you realize that like, oh, maybe you made a mistake or you made like the right choice, and you're like that liberates you. You're like confirms that hey, I do know how to make good choices in my life.
Yeah.
So like you kind of need to go through it on your own.
Right, man. I mean, like, we've talked about moments like where we've been like really humbled, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like even when, like, I don't know where it came from, but I feel like even when we might not have had much, we were still trying to like better ourselves mentally, you know what I mean? Or like physically, or just like be better in the ways that we could be better.
Yeah.
Right. And that is agnostic of like everything in this world. That's agnostic of material possession. That's agnostic of religion. It's like, you can always choose to be better.
Yeah.
And so like, that, I don't know. I keep going back to that, but that's like what I wrestle with in my mind when it comes to like my family, where I'm like, dude, I'm trying to give you so much grace, but you're choosing this, right? You're choosing behavior.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe you're consciously, actively doing it.
Yeah.
So if you're actively choosing something that's against what I'm all about, then it leaves us in a weird spot, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know, just kind of where my mindset is on it. Yeah. But it's a heavy topic, dude. I think just like, there's a lot of like standard, I think, themes amongst like South Asian parents and families, but everyone experiences them differently, right? Even you and I, right? We both have maybe similar experiences or high level, but like the way it looks is different, right? The way we execute our strategies is different, right? So I don't know. It's just human beings, dude. Yeah. We're weird. We're individuals, dude. Silly times, man. Yeah. But other than that, dude, I feel like everything else is going relatively well, man. Gym's going good.
Good.
You've been working out?
Yeah. I mean, not as much right now with fasting and stuff.
Yeah.
I think just trying to be active. I mean, I've been going. Yeah, I mean, I go. I actually love going to the steam room now, to be honest.
Oh,
steam room is such a vibe.
Tranquil. Yeah. Peaceful. What have you? So my best friend, Ibrahim, is also observing Ramadan right now. Yeah. So I always try to ask him at the end of it, which I know is like what, maybe a week and a half now, 2 weeks?
Probably a week from now.
A week, right? Yeah. Almost there, dude. But I always try to ask him like what he learns throughout this time, right? Because it's it's something that I don't do, right? But it seems like a good practice to like do like a detox, right? Cleanse. So like what is this your first time? Or you've done it before?
No, this is my sixth year.
Sixth
year.
What do you gain during this time?
I would say solitude. Like learning to enjoy your own company. Because there's times, like even in the nights where like we have to wake up early, right? You have to eat, then you have to pray. And like you have a lot of moments to yourself where you just kind of like self-reflection. So I think enjoying that solitude and then also like gratefulness. I think when you're deprived of, in this case, necessity, right? Like food or water. It's like you realize that like, hey, like if I don't have this is actually how life would be, to be honest.
Right.
So I think you learn what it means to be grateful, not only in the food aspect, but you're like cleaning your mind because there's not all this clutter, right? You try to keep yourself away from all the social media and all this, just be around good energy and things like that. So I think that's another thing probably I feel like I've gained.
Yeah. Do you find like it brings your community closer too?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. It's amazing. Honestly, like there's obviously like the bad side of everything. Like with anything, right? Like anything, there's obviously festival, like there's fests like where like it's just about like girls getting with guys and all that type of stuff. That happens too.
Yeah.
But the community aspect, when you're like around your community and like everyone's in high spirits, it's kind of like Christmas, to be honest. Like, everyone's in a good like mood.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I like that.
Everyone's on the same page. People refusing to like swear, all that, like you have to keep yourself in a good place.
Yeah.
So
and then
I like that.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's genuine. It's not like people are trying to be fake about it. It's either they're trying to do it for the right reason.
Right. And it's like, good intentions. Everyone is conscious about their behavior, right? You just kind of wish like it was like that all the time almost, right? Like everyone's just fully aware of what they're doing all the time. Yeah. But do you break fast by yourself, or do you go break it with like other folks?
To be honest, sometimes I break by myself, but to be honest, I am lucky enough to I have friends that their families have invited me over.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's
or
awesome.
My friends we do like a friends like iftar and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I get to go to both.
Nice. I always, dude. I don't know about you. I don't observe Ramadan, but I'm finding like sitting around a table with my friends more like the past few years is like one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
It's like sit and eat together.
Yeah.
It's like I'll even like low key things like set up like a pizza making night where we all just like I get some like pizza crust and we can all just make it, right? It's like there's something about that camaraderie.
Yeah.
I used to think that was so fucking lame, dude. Like but like now I'm like, dude, this is awesome, man. This is so much fun. Talking, TV's off, just light music.
Yep.
Beautiful, man.
That's a vibe.
Yeah, man. You been cooking?
I'm trying to, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, now that I live by myself, I'm that's why I went to Crate & Barrel yesterday. I had to buy some like kitchen equipment. I'm trying to, man. I'm not gonna lie. I grew up in a house where like my parents don't eat meat; they're vegetarians.
Sure,
so like we never cooked meat in my house. So like I'm not even I don't even know how to cook like cut meat.
Yeah.
So I'm like learning from scratch. So I'm gonna do it. Like that's
You're
a goal.
getting there.
That's a goal of mine for sure this year.
Yeah. And then so like the people like the Muslim people that you're generally around, are they like Pakistani Muslim people, or is it a broad range of different
It's a
types?
mix, but I'd say more Pakistani.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
I mean,
not gonna lie,
those are the ones I'm around too. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
Pakistani ones, dude.
It is.
Like
the food is fire though.
dude, that's what I was going with this, because I was trying to figure out what type of food, right? Because the food is so fucking good, dude.
Oh man.
My buddy Ibrahim, we've been best friends for like 20 years. So like in college, he lived above like a mosque, like on Sheffield and Roscoe and Wrigley.
Oh, nice.
And so, dude, every night his mom would send him food on Sundays when he would come, and like, dude, every night I'd be over there and just like Halim, like, dude, all the biryani, dude. I'm just like in there, bro, and I'll be like, just like put some lemon juice on the rice, and man, it's bad, dude. Because like I grew up vegetarian. So like I started eating meat in college. Yeah. So I never knew, like I was always like, dude, meat and Indian food would be so good, right? It'd be so good. And then like he brought that shit, bro. Mash. Or like, you been to Shahi Nihari?
Yeah.
That place is good.
Yeah. On Divan though. You went to Loyola, didn't you?
I went to DePaul.
Oh, you went to DePaul. But
yeah.
Bandhu Khan and Divan.
Dude, I've never been there, but literally everyone talks about how good it is, man.
We have to go.
Well, let's go. Yeah.
Oh
next time we hang out, we should go down there, dude.
Go there,
Just go down to Divan and take me to those spots, because I've only been to like the Hindu kind of spots down there, like or the Annapurna, the dosa spots. What's that sweet spot that's across the street from? Huh?
Tahura?
No, dude.
Oh, Sukariya's?
Sukaria, yeah, that's the one. Dude, that like it's like the straight up Indian Guju places, right? Like those are the places I've been to, man. Yeah. So like I need to go expand my horizons a little bit, dude. But that's another thing, man. So my buddy did get married. He did his nikah out in LA a couple months ago.
Nice.
The food was, dude,
pristine.
And like, cause like we were groomsmen. And so we're all wearing like white like jubbas, Yeah. And I'm just like, dude,
oh my God,
how are you guys doing this?
Did anyone spill on your?
Dude, I was so far away from what I was eating, dude. I was just like, I would stand up and like try to lean over it, dude. I was so scared, man, so scared. And then once everything was done, I was like, all right, now if I get it dirty, it's like all good, But tough, because like Hindu people don't wear white,
Oh,
it's
no,
like
we wear all the colors.
Yeah, so it's like all good.
If it hits the kurta, it's okay.
Yeah, it's gonna blend in with something, right? For sure.
We do. It's like, dude, it's like night and day.
Yeah, like
colors and then like neutrals.
Yeah, exactly, man, exactly.
Opposite.
But yeah, dude, I really do like the Pakistani food.
Yes.
And so if you were trying to cook something for your boy sometime, you know what I mean?
That's
let me send you that way, dude.
I'm a Halim guy, actually. I really like Halim, so that'd be something I would want to make.
Dude. And like, I mean, obviously you can't eat that stuff every day. No. But if you can make a healthy version of it, which I'm sure you could, right? Yeah. It could be nice,
I mean, it's lentils and meat, so it's not like...
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, the oil and stuff like that. But dude, do you ever watch, Mark Wayne's, like the YouTube, like food blogger?
No, I don't know who that is.
Dude, his, he's just like a goofy dude on YouTube, man. But he has like a Pakistani like stream of videos. Okay. And dude, like the food, it's like street food.
Wait. I know who this is.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know who it is. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He's always like, whoa.
Yeah.
He's always doing that type of
I know
shit.
you're
Like,
talking about, yeah.
oh my god, I'm just imagining if he was like sitting next to me at a restaurant doing that
His
stuff.
eyes go so wide.
Dude, they're
yeah,
like-
yeah. They get like so big.
He's like geeked out, man.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, dude, for sure. But his
Yo, but he puts down that food and he doesn't complain. No, like spice, nothing.
dude, that guy's palate is just upper echelon, man.
Unless he's unless off camera he's just like vomiting.
Dying.
On the side or
yeah.
something.
He's having a big time at the hotel, dude. Yeah, man. Have you been to Karachi?
No, I mean, I don't even know. That's the whole debate, right? If you're American born and Indian, like if you go to Pakistan, supposedly they take your visa away if you try to go to India after.
Really?
Yeah,
I did not know
That's
that.
a thing, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's kind of bogus.
It is.
Dude.
Yeah, it is.
So like if you go to Pakistan and then try to go to India after?
Like it doesn't even have to be directly after. It could be like later. They'll see the stamp for you've been to Pakistan.
Oh, on
They'll-
your passport.
Now there'll be questions. So actually, the one thing I could do is, luckily for our nonprofit, we have a site in Pakistan. So
Okay.
if I go through that channel, then maybe I feel like I'll be good because I went there for the work.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
But yeah, that's the world we live in, bro.
Bro, I did not know that, man. I want to go to Karachi, dude. You know, I really
I
want to go
know.
to Pakistan, man. And like obviously even like the Himalayas and the mountains and stuff.
Oh, even
are,
up
dude.
in Lahore, they say it's really beautiful.
Yeah, man. Dude, it seems like a really fun place to be. Like if you know somebody, like I if I went with my buddy and he like, you know,
he took
he's
me
from
around.
there. I'm just like,
Yeah,
fuck yeah, man. Let's go get some food, you know, go get some clothes. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. I feel like I want to go there more than I want to go to India, honestly.
Same,
Like
yeah,
I'm not really trying to go to India.
Yeah.
Maybe Kerala. Maybe Kerala could be cool.
I actually want to go up to the Punjab state.
Yeah.
And see the, like, you know, that where all the
The
Punjabis
temples and stuff like that.
live. Yeah, just see where like the Punjabis live. Like I feel like that area looks like is really happening.
Dude, the pictures do look really good from there, man. I'm sure the food is really good there too,
Yeah,
honestly. So we got to see. But I don't know. Is India high up on your travel list?
No, I feel like because I've gone at least 6 times.
Oh, you've gone a
yeah,
bunch.
Yeah. I've gone for weddings a lot.
Damn.
I've visited a lot of it, to be honest.
Really?
I have.
Good for you, man. You liked it?
Yeah,
It was good?
I did. Yeah. I mean, I went to the Taj Mahal twice. That
Oh,
was
sick.
That was actually serene. I'm not gonna lie. I can see why it can be a wonder of the world.
Yeah, I mean the pictures like don't do it justice, really.
Yeah.
But I
when
can
you're
imagine.
there,
It's
yeah,
like,
when you're there, it is a vibe.
yeah, 100%, man. I mean, I feel like that subcontinent is like not high up on my list,
Yeah.
like India, right?
Yeah.
But I do want to get out there. It's like, you know, my parents are African. Like
Oh, really?
they're not from India.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I don't really have anyone there. Like there's no ties to it. I went there once when my grandfather died, who also, I mean, he was born in India, but he lived in Africa his whole life. But we put his ashes in the Ganga and everything like that.
Yeah.
But that was it. I was like 8 years old, bro. But I have no
Actually,
desire.
there's a lot for you to explore there. Then
There really is.
I think you would love it. Actually,
Yeah. Where have you gone?
Mumbai. My mom's from Mumbai, so like that's like the big city. You know, like New York,
Yeah.
Chicago. I've been to Goa. Goa's really
Goa's dope.
Goa's
Alright.
dope. Goa's like Miami. It's like a vibe, beach town.
Yeah.
I've seen Delhi. Delhi's it's polluted. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not that good.
It's very polluted. It's like DC. It's kind of like very governmental.
Got you.
Rajasthan's nice. There's a lot of palaces and things like that.
Yeah. Nice, dude. I hear Rajasthan is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's that gold palace?
You mean the Golden Temple?
The Golden Temple, sorry.
That's in Punjab.
That's
where
in
I haven't
Punjab.
gone.
That's where that
It's
is.
in Amritsar.
Got you.
I do want to go. That's the part I haven't seen yet.
I hope it's as cool as it looks in pictures, man.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes the tourism like runs over things, dude. Like I went to that gold palace in Kyoto like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And it was probably cool, but dude, it's like overrun with tourists. So it's like you can't even really like get it in the natural like background.
Yeah.
It's just like there's so many people there, dude.
Did you even hear this year they actually stopped the cherry blossom?
I saw that.
That's
saw
kinda
that.
crazy.
You know, people like don't know how to act, man. I just feel like people don't know how to act. But have you been to Japan?
I haven't. That's
Dude.
actually on my list this year.
If you go to like any major spot in Japan, like in Tokyo,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like crazy crowded,
Yeah.
and that's like a bummer, dude.
It is.
Because like I also don't want to contribute to that. It's like so annoying because like I'm here too now, dude. You know, it's like I'm doing this
I'm
shit.
a number now.
Oh man, but I don't know. I understand like people want to go see the world, and I encourage it, dude. But Italy, another one of those places that is like overrun
Yeah.
like all the time. The Vatican.
Like Rome, yeah. I was gonna say that's all I see.
It's just gorgeous, man. Because like I bet you if you went in there and it was like kind of empty, like you would just be able to like kind of sit with it and like take in the serenity of it.
Of course.
But it's just like, dude, someone's probably doing a TikTok dance in there right now, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
as
if I
we
hit the
speak.
fucking Renegade in there, dude, you know.
I went to Florence though. I liked Florence.
Yeah?
In Italy.
It's dope, right?
It's a very artistic city.
Yeah.
Cobblestones everywhere.
What'd you do out there? Just like
I was studying abroad in Barcelona, so I
Nice,
did a
dude.
weekend. I just took a flight over. My cousin was actually studying abroad in Florence,
nice.
so I was able to do that. And we went to Pisa,
Oh yeah.
and then we also went to Venice. Just made like a trip out of it, but
Nice.
it was cool. I mean, it's so easy to travel. It's like the East
Dude.
Coast, right? Like, yo, I'm going to New York next month. I'm gonna go to Boston and DC on the way home, on the way back.
That's like the funniest part of like you don't realize like in Europe in that area,
Yeah.
like it's like you're just like you said, it's like you're like maybe a couple hours maximum flight away.
Country hop.
Like all the good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like I had a buddy, a Scottish guy, and he has a bunch of like mates, right, in Scotland, and like they were like trying to get his bachelor party together, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, dude, all these places like Budapest, like you know, like they do Brussels, you know, Amsterdam. I'm like, what kind of budget are you guys on? Like this is crazy, you know. But then I realized they're all in Scotland,
Yeah.
and that's like a Spirit flight away. It's like
Oh,
like I was looking at, it's like $80
That's
for them
so
to go
nice.
there, and I'm
I
just
know.
like, imagine like.
That is nice.
It's like it'll cost me more to fly to Kansas City from
Yeah,
here
right.
than that. When Kansas City ain't shit, dude. You know what I mean? But
That's
it's all
actually
right.
funny because a lot of the ridiculous places in the U.S.
Yeah,
if you try to fly to, they're like $800, and it's like this is not even like a city. It's like I'd rather go to New York. What's wrong with you guys?
100%. And I'm like, who's coming? Anyway,
coming?
that's a fucking whole thing.
Yeah.
But what do you feel like travel does for you, man?
I feel like it opens up my eyes to like what we have and like how do we live versus the rest of the world. Like I feel like the rest of the world lives a lot simpler.
Yeah, I'll say that.
I mean, I think we've had this conversation before. Like we're definitely like money focused here, and like I feel like that social community aspect is not as strong as it is in any other country, right? Because any day of the week, like let's take for example India, right? We're both from there. Like people are out every day.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter if you have work or not. Like you can come off. Everyone is just socializing. It's like community is like such a big aspect of like your life there that like to the point where like, dude, people's doors are open all day.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it's just an open door policy. It's like, yo, come in, come out. Like there's no kind of just, that's the culture.
yeah.
Here, I feel like we're just work, come back into your house and like see everyone on the weekend. You know,
Yeah.
like, we're not going to see you. Don't talk to us until like next Friday, which is, I don't like that aspect.
Yeah, it's an interesting way we live here, the way we socialize, you know. And I mean, also think like this hustle culture thing. It's like it feels like even when we're not working, we're supposed to be like thinking about working,
Yes.
which is
Like networking.
right. And like I think there's a clear divide between like working and living in other countries, which makes me feel a lot better about other countries. You know, there's like a clear cutoff. It's almost disrespectful sometimes to like talk about work like after work is done.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's like leave it, right? And like, dude, there's like a funny little experience that I had when I was in Tokyo. So there was a situation where we had checked out on the last day, but our flight wasn't until the evening. So we were like, we'll just chill at the bar and grab a few drinks. And then there was a spa like on property. So we were like, we'll get some massages. So I'll take a couple hours and then we can go to the flight like relaxed, right? And so we were sitting at the bar for like kind of a long time and just kind of hanging out there. But like there was only one masseuse and we had already checked out of our room, right? So like Alyssa would go and then I would wait at the bar for her downstairs and then we'd switch, right? And then so you get your massage, take a shower, all that stuff. So, but they only gave us one key card, right? So we had ordered some stuff. So I had an open tab. Okay. So I go to the bartender, like kind of like, not like in a frenzy, but more like, I'm just like, I don't want him to feel like I'm running away from him, like from this tab. So I go, dude, I'm just going to take my wife like upstairs really quickly. I promise I'll be right back. I'll leave my phone, like whatever you want me to leave here, I'll leave it here, you know? He's like, dude, just go. And I was like, and then in the elevator, I was like, dude, I just felt so weird. I felt like a crackhead, like the way I approached him, you know? And like, it's like those type of experiences where like, imagine if we like tried to do that here, maybe like, I'm sure some people would give us grace, but maybe we're just so jarred by like the way we like services and like the culture here. It's like all money.
Yeah.
Where that dude's like, just go and come back. No worries. You know, I was like, oh, thanks, man. You know, it's like for sure, dude. You know, it was nice, man. So I get a lot of that when I travel.
Yeah.
I feel like I try to bring that back here. You
Yeah.
know, just like, oh, dude, it's fine. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. You know?
It's humbling to know that there's some sanity in the world.
Yeah.
To a
It's like
certain
not all like gunner energy. It's not all like hostile. You know, we can give each other grace. Feels nice, man. But yeah, dude, I think we're about up, right? Yeah. Like, we should definitely run this back, dude. It went by fast, right?
Dude, I'm not even looking at I didn't even see it until you looked at it.
Dude, I was like, I got to keep track because I got to go to this thing. Otherwise, I'd just say, let's keep it running.
Dude, this is, wow. We like went in so many different directions.
And then, yeah, we just like scratched the surface, right? Like we could go so much deeper, dude.
It was actually, I didn't think it was going to be like this. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it was chill, man.
It opens up so many when you're actually like have a headphone in.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's nice to like, you know, how often do you do this with anybody, right? Just like sit face to face, man.
Banter, yeah. Actually, even this sitting face to face, it actually makes you like open up more.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad you had a good time, bro. We should definitely do this again.
This was great.
We definitely do it again, man.
I feel like I'm already thinking like, wow, like what, so many other things you can like unlock.
Yeah, dude. Like we could read the same book next time, talk about a book. Yeah. Like, you know, we could I do that with a lot of people. Like I'll just be like, let's just read something together and talk about it or whatever, right? I mean, we're good enough where we can just sit down and start rambling, dude. It's easy, bro.
Yeah, we went in.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Thank you so much.
Hey man, looking forward to the next one. But me too. You know what? We gotta go get some Pakistani food next time. You gotta take me to a spot, yeah?
So then we can talk about Bundukan at this table.
My man. I appreciate you, bro.
No, thanks.
Let's get it.